Hi everyone, today I'm taking you all on a tour of my newest Forever Save, Windenburg. I think I've mentioned it before, but the last time I started a Forever Save or even like touched my Forever Save was I think February. And also when I posted a video of me working on Willow Creek, then I just started like working like when I posted that video, Willow Creek, I know. I started working on San Myshuno instead because the thing is about Willow Creek is that I didn't really know what to do. All I really knew was that I wanted to model it after New Orleans, but I didn't really know like any plot lines, what to do, and what other like lots to add into the save file. And then so I just started working on San Myshuno because it's all apartments anyway, and there's like 4 or 5 buildings that I can actually put up. But I'm gonna restart San Myshuno because I didn't end up liking anything that I did, and I also want to replace some of the townies that I made back in February. I think my sim style is a lot better now than it was before. That's the next world I'm gonna work on, but for today I'm gonna show you guys how I've sort of reimagined Windenburg. For me, this world just kind of makes me think old money and dark academia. And so that's the vibe I went for with choosing lots, especially when it came to residential lots. Not all residential lots are filled just yet. I'm very, very close to filling up all the lots and to creating all the residents, but we're not yet done. I need to do some interior decorating for some of these homes. I'm also still trying to find lots that match the vibe. I'm going for a more like English, Georgian, colonial type of homes. I think I might lean a little Parisian in some of the houses. I do have one house that's Parisian style, but I thought it just like matched the vibe so well. So yeah, I'll take you guys on a little like journey explaining some of the lore of some of these sims, but that's later on at the end of the video. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the tour. I also want to say that none of the community lots were created by me. If I did end up making one, we wouldn't be here today, would we? All build names or the creators will be placed on the screen. Also, I just wanted to say super, super sorry for missing last Sunday's usual upload schedule. It was supposed to be Rags to Riches episode 5, but it ended up being like nearly 2 hours long, and my Final Cut Pro has been crashing like crazy because of it. So I had to separate the video into 2 parts. Now I have episode 5 and episode 6 that will be coming out soon enough. I just have to work on episode 5. Like episode 6 is done because that's only 30 minutes, but episode 5 is 1 hour long. Anyway, I digress. First up, we have Old Platts. Old Platts is a town full of cobblestone, and it is the oldest part of Windenburg. So for all the lots I used here, they're all like, I wouldn't necessarily say old looking, but I mean, yeah. Prior to how it looks now, I used to have a gay bar right next to the chapel or the cathedral. No, but yeah, I got rid of it because I replaced it with an office building instead, but I have not been able to like fix up the interior to how I wanted it to look. So we won't be taking a tour of it today, but you'll see a little bit of it later on. Anyway, so the first lot that I will be showing you guys is the cathedral. This one, I can't tell you who it's by because it's a bunch of numbers and letters, but if you search up St. Windenburg on the gallery, it's like the first lot you'll see, so long as you check most popular and search up 30 by 20 lots. I think it's like super, super beautiful. It's like when I look at the exterior, never would I ever think of just putting diagonal walls all around the cathedral. It's so good. Whoever made this, I just want to give credits to you. Like, that's just so creative, honestly. Next up, we have this beautiful, beautiful music and arts center by Bojana Sims. I also just want to say that some of these builds or some of these lots I did find off of other people's videos of Windenburg because I was just like, I need to see all these people's worlds and get inspiration from it. But yeah, there are a few other lots here that I already had prior to me creating a new forever save, but yeah, a lot of people have these in their world too. But yeah, this is a new one for me. I think it's so so cute. Yeah, and I think it matches the world pretty well. Moving on, I put in this residential rental place by Bojana Sims again. It's called Windenburg Square. I made it a residential rental because it does have two apartments on the upper floors and then a couple stores or shared spaces on the bottom. If you don't plan on using the apartments upstairs or if you want to make it like a live-in cafe and a live-in store, then I suggest not turning it into a residential rental because you won't be able to use those like lot traits from Little Miss Sam. Yeah, but you can turn it into a small business, I think. Honestly, I'm thinking about making Sims for this and then like making them run the cafe and art studio downstairs. I know I have so many cafes and art spaces in this world, but honestly, I was just more focused on like the aesthetics of the exterior that I just didn't really care what I was putting down. I care about what I was putting down. I mean, like we can always just change it later on. We can always like make it a different type of store, make it a different turn the cafe into a store itself or make it one store. But that's later on when I'm thinking about who's going to live there. No, but yeah, if I do end up making it a small business, I'm probably just going to leave them alone because I don't want to run a small business. It's kind of, uh, guys, I just like to have fun in this game. I don't really want to stress out. You know what I mean? Anyway, but you can also make this like a community space or like a generic place. But whatever. Moving on. Next to Windenburg Square, we have Ralph's Coffee. It's a retail store that I think is meant to be sort of like a Ralph Lauren store. And then right next to the retail space, or right below the retail space, is a cafe. After this, we have one more cafe. I'm sorry, but like I kind of ran out of ideas. Yeah, so I didn't have every single item in here, so it's gonna be a little barren or a little empty. But I'll try and fill it up later on, but honestly, it's really just here for like gameplay, and I don't really like if I want coffee, I don't really work with retail stores in The Sims 4. Maybe I need a mod. I don't really make my Sims shop. Next, over on the other side of Old Platts, we have the Narwhal Plaza by Simside of Luca. It's a beautiful little restaurant with a retail store right beside it. This is one of my, when I had started working on my Forever Save, this was one of my favorite lots ever because it's so beautiful. The little pond in the middle, the idea of the jewelry store is just so, it's just the overall vibes and aesthetic is just so good, and I love like every single build of Simside of Luca. It's just like period, they eat every time. Next to the Narwhal Plaza is the Scarlet Oak Bar, but I'm not going to show you guys that because I have shown it in multiple videos multiple times. If you do want to check that out, you can go ahead and check out my Very Veggie Legacy Challenge, like literally any video from this year, which is just 2 videos. You can look at the full build there, or you can go ahead and just search up Raya 28's Patreon. So yeah, these are the 2 places, Narwhal Plaza and Scarlet Oak Bar, that I have in each and every single one of my saves. Moving on, next to the bar, we have the Windenburg Love Club by Simside of Luca again. To be honest, I think we could make this a gay bar instead. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have to find a mod, but I really like the idea of it. I mean, like, hello, it is called Love Club after all. To be fair, I think it's meant to be a midnight ballerina type of bar, but I don't know if I want to make it that. Because the last time I did that, it was very, very glitchy. Everybody would just like freeze all the time. Everything was so dirty. I mean, the freezing part might have been because I didn't like set a limit to how many Sims can be on one lot. But also, to be fair, I didn't know it would change because usually there's like, I don't know, 20, 30 people. I don't know. I'm gonna say 20. 20 people, right? But for some reason, there were so many Sims that I also didn't know how to change that. And I also didn't think that that would be an issue before. But anyway, if I don't end up turning it into a place for midnight ballerinas, it's just gonna remain a nightclub, and I might just turn it into a gay bar. And then right below the old Plattstown, we have the Like Center, which is the more modern district of Windenburg. We'll start off with the park since this one's the simplest of them all and it doesn't feature any custom content. The park is called Newcrest Modern Park on the gallery. This was not made by myself. It was, I think, meant for Newcrest, given the name, but I'm not working on that world right now, and I thought it worked really well for this area of Windenburg anyway, so I used it. And because I didn't really think of this world to have loads of toddlers and children, even if you might see them in the preview or in the B-roll, I just thought this park would be nice for adults and elders. I'm just like picturing them going on walks in the morning or something, and then maybe even having like cute little dates. Next, we have Cafe Nola by Rhea28. I know that I keep using the same creators, but I honestly don't want to have to keep downloading new custom content. So I always end up picking the builds from the creators that I know use the same CC as I do. And if they end up using like one or two items that I don't have, they're either very easily replaceable or I end up liking the item anyway and downloading them. Anyway, I don't think I've ever been to the second floor of this lot, to be honest with you. I just, I hate the camera movements when I go up a floor. I just like watching my Sims head on, if you know what I mean, and not like in an angle. Anyway, the cafe is really, really cute. I love watching my Sim just like mingle with other people on the couch over here, on the couch on the first floor. Right next to that, we have the Richwood restaurant by the Sim side of Luca again. Let me tell you something, yeah. If you have Wicked Whims and don't want your Sim or any other Sim doing the do in literally every corner of the restaurant, get rid of the romance trait the lot has. I come here and I keep forgetting to change it. And it's like my Sims only ever go here on dates, so I can't go to manage worlds, can I? um, or into build mode, I don't think. Anyway, no, but like it's a really beautiful build that screams elegance and grace and money, which is exactly what I envisioned for this world. Let's take a look at the library in this world. This library is by Raya28. It is called the Library Serenity. I just love this library so much. It's so aesthetically pleasing. Oh my god, guess what? There's also a cafe inside the library. But this lot is set as a library instead of a cafe, so you really don't have to make use of that space or hire a barista to make that space function as a cafe. But I mean, if you don't want to have to keep changing lots, then yeah, hire one. hire hire a barista so you can have a cafe in the library and you don't have to like keep changing lots every, I don't know, every time your sim wants a coffee or something to eat. And also, this lot has a balcony on the second floor, so I just feel like drinking coffee here, reading a book, and looking out at the view that you have in front of you is just like so peaceful. And like, I want to do that real badly in real life. But it's like, I just well and truly hate the heat, so I just stay glued to my desk or like people watch from the inside of an air conditioned place. When I say I hate the heat, I truly, truly mean it. So honestly, never have me around if we're going to a hot place. I literally just be irritated the whole time. Anyway, that's like such a non-issue in real life and in the game, so I mean, it is what it is. Lastly, we have the spa slash gym. It's called La Fleur Pilates. I just found this one off of the gallery, to be honest. Shockingly so, I had all the items. So if you want a build that uses the usual like Maxis match custom content, I do recommend this one. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It's one of the more modern builds in this district, and I I know the restaurant and the library aren't super modern lots, but in my mind, I just feel like they were renovated buildings with just a more modern interior, or the new owner just wanted to pay homage to the world of Windenburg and the architecture. The next district we have is Windsor. This is the countryside of Windenburg, so we have more manors and English-looking homes in this area. I won't take a tour of all the lots I have on here because most of them are either unfurnished or I want to replace them. I'll just give a tour of the lot that are fully furnished, and that's basically one. It's the Von Hunt estate. This one is CC free and was created by Plum Bob Kingdom. On the gallery, it will say that it's a generic lot, but I kept it as a chalet in my game. And last but not least, we have the Crumbling Isle district. This is sort of an isolated area full of high-end homes and stores, maybe. I currently only have one community lot here, and it's the golf club by the Simside of Luca. If you don't want a golf club, you can also put in this like cute little train station by Raya 28. It serves as a restaurant, but for me, I was just like, it's super cute, but I already have a restaurant in this world and like so many cafes. So I just wanted to switch it up. And I know that the golf club is a restaurant, but I don't make my Sims go here for the restaurant. I make them go here just to like hang out and golf, really. No, but yeah, I thought it looked really cute in this area, and I did end up looking on YouTube because I was looking for more builds to place in other areas of Windenburg. But then I stumbled on this like creator that just turned the entire island into a country club, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm stealing this idea. But also, I wanted to put in some homes, so it's not fully a country club island of a sort. I just have to find more lots and see where the wind takes me, I guess. So let's talk about some of the families that I've already created for this world. First up, we have the Delacours. They are French because I wanted them to live in the Parisian home that I have in Windsor. So the parents, Margot and Elliot, were high school sweethearts who started on a rocky path, what with Margot living in England and Elliot in France. One hot summer night, the pair created a life as two young adults, and they've been inseparable ever since. But with two kids ready to face the real world, a first class, that is, and Margot ready to start a garden shop, will their marriage survive this new chapter in their lives? That's the synopsis I have on my gallery. on my library. That's the whole idea. It's really just like they're a peaceful family. They were good parents. They grew up good children. And it's just like, also, oh my god, I know you're seeing the screenshot right now. I didn't realize I didn't have any family poses. So I'm using a couple poses on the kids, on the siblings. It's weird, but and that's why their faces are like so down, way down in the photo. Anyway, I digress. At least this is like the most siblingest pose that I could find. Next step, we have, oh my god, I don't know what to name these people. In my library, they're saved as the old money horn dogs because my idea with them is that they're just like so in love, and then that they just want their entire lives to be revolved around themselves, you know? Like when they're at home, they're like all about each other. You know what I mean? So yeah, the synopsis is, or the lore is, they are college lovers whose only goal is to maintain wealth and do the do in every place they visit. And while their relationship might be very physical, it's not all about looks. They care deeply about one another, and if a man does her wrong, Henry will be the first and last man to get a word in. I realize I didn't mention her name. The girl's name is Charlotte. The next family that we have is the Agarwals. Here's the synopsis. With her father recently passing, Aisha is now left on her own to take care of her elderly mother. Nearly reaching her 30s, Aisha must now balance trying to settle down and start a family of her own, while taking care of the family that she still has. Will she eventually find the love of her life, or will she remain a spinster her whole life? I do love ending my synopsis or descriptions with a question. I don't know why, but like I love doing that. It's like, oh, you decide what you do. Which I mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, so next up we have Anthony Edwards. He's the only single person I've created for this world so far. His lore is kind of vague, but it's I mean, like some of the other lores are kind of vague too that you just heard. I might further develop them. I don't know. But yeah, this one's super, super vague. And like, the reason why it's vague was mostly because I made him at like, I don't know, midnight the other night. And I was just like too lazy to come up with a family. So anyway, I made a part of his lore though. So he never had a family. He was always alone, even in the orphanage. But it all changed the day he turned 24, when a rich old guy had passed away, one who knew about Anthony's existence the entire time. Once that man passed, he gave Anthony all that remained in the inheritance. Will this newfound wealth hinder Anthony's dream of being a history professor, or will new avenues open up and make him want more in life? Like that's good, right? I think that's pretty good lore. I mean, we could further develop it later on, but I don't know. I'm also not sure if I want to make like a little let's play with them. I don't know. I have an idea in mind for the Delacours, but that's like later on, and I don't know. Anyway, so next up we have the Wajan family. We have the Tokugawa Hearst family. Raised by their mother, Aiko, Kiko, and Hannah have always known life in Mount Komorebi. In comfort, obviously. But when their father returns and rekindles his love with their mother, while trying to make up for the lost time he and the girls had, Kiko is already all grown up and can't help but to be skeptical of him. Will this family find their flow, or will Frederick just disappoint the girls all over again? Okay, just a clarification on the characters. Aiko is the mom, Kiko is the older sister, Hannah is the younger girl, and then Frederick is obviously the father. You might be wondering why Hannah looks so tiny. I didn't have a child's pose for her. I don't have children. I have children's poses in my mods folder, right? But I don't have child poses with an adult. I don't know why. I should really get some. And so, like, she might look a little glitched out. And also, that's why she's also cut off at the bottom part. Anyway, we have our last and final family. This one's a big one. I just created them. I spent 3 hours creating them. I like looked at the time after making three. After making three of them, I looked at the time, it's 12:46 a.m. Next time I saw the clock, it was 2 a.m. And to be fair, maybe I shouldn't have made 7 Sims, but I like this story. This is like one of my favorite stories. I love a good mess. I love a good mess. And make it a rich mess too. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't have a proper synopsis, so I'm gonna try and word this properly because right now it is not worded properly at all. So the mother, Adelaide, married the eldest brother in the Montgomery family, who is William. She married him for money, but once she moved into their house, she fell in love with the youngest brother, Charles. He is the kinder of the two brothers, let's say, and he is currently in his mid-30s. Now, I did mention that he is the kinder brother, right? Which means that William, the eldest, is very, very strict and not a great parental figure. Neither is the grandfather, George Montgomery. Adelaide's eldest son had a disagreement with his father at the age of 18 and ran off to Brindleton Bay and never came back until now, when there's a financial dispute within the family. I would say that the eldest son, Angelo Montgomery, is most like his uncle. Here's the kicker. I have no idea if I want to make this at super, super messy and like make Charles the actual father of Angelo. I'm not sure yet. I'm not, or not, maybe the youngest daughter. I don't know yet. I don't know. Anyway, so the eldest daughter, Sloane, who is the second child, the middle child, she is upset with her brother, Angelo, because he left her a very young age. He left her alone in that house to help take care of their younger sister. And at the time when he had left, she was only around 10 to 12 years old, but the youngest sister is pretty much okay with the brother. Anyway, so yeah, I do want it to be messy in that, the mother does sleep with the brother, not Angelo, Charles Montgomery, the uncle of her kids. So I'm gonna make them sleep together. But I don't know if I want a secret affair child. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you're wondering why I moved him into Brindleton Bay, is because he still grew up rich, so he does like his comfort. I've mentioned this multiple times, but I see Brindleton Bay as a very new money type of world, I guess you could say. It's more like the Hamptons, and I don't know. I don't know if I'd say new money actually, but like money people, comfortable people. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you have any other ideas for any of the lots or the lore or families, let me know in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as that really does help me out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!